All right. If you're wondering who can play Legend of Dragoon 2 weeks after having played Legend of Dragoon and remember anything that happened, the Randy Man can. And you see, the Randy Man can because he mixes it with love and makes the world Legend of Dragoon. Yes, it's been a break. I took a break. That's not quite pointing at my face. And now it is. This microphone not cooperating as per usual. I need a new one. But fortunately, I got it. Angus has resubscribed. Thank you so much, Angus. That's going a long way towards paying for a new microphone arm. Ha! Don't move. Yeah. So while people roll in, I figured I'm just gonna kind of sit here for a second because I'm coming in hot after a workout. I need a protein bar because my muscles are feeling a little fatigued that I can barely hold the controller. So we're just gonna let it cook for a second while you listen to the drum and bass and whatever that other instrument is. A couple other instruments in there, I think. Tim, I reevaluated. I think I'm going to pivot into ASMR. What do you think? Is that still a thing people do? I don't actually know what it is, really. Yeah, something's gotta. Boy, I have no money. Yep, how? Well, there you go. And then that works out because I'm number 2. So I just combine the top 2 search terms on YouTube and I just become a millionaire. It goes ASMR, Randy Fluharty, Step Siblings, and that's probably about it. That's usually what the internet is these days. I truly don't remember what was going on in this game. So, I'm doing alright. It was a good break. I needed it. I didn't know how much I needed it. I was kind of dabbling with it for a bit. And was like, nah, I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going. Because I didn't want the numbers to drop. And then I'm like, yeah, but the numbers are going to drop a lot if I die. So, figured I'd take a break. And it was good. We got a lot done into the house that we needed to get done. There's still more work to do, but you see, we've lived kind of in an organized chaos for far too long, and it's been driving me crazy. And I've been wanting to, you know, make it more organized, less chaos. Silver drops here. Heck yes. Almost done with this protein bar, and then we can roll in. That's pretty good. I think I like protein bars better than candy bars nowadays. Thank you, Rinku. It is warming my heart that everybody is coming back. There's always that little bit of insecurity that's like, oh, once you stop doing it, they're not coming back. So this one, Gatorade protein bar. It's pretty high in calorie, but I needed it as a quick, like, refuel me after a workout because I don't have time to cook anything. So the calorie count is actually a blessing in this case. And it is delicious. It is my favorite protein bar. But that's because it is very high in calorie and they can afford to cram it full of taste. But I like protein bars. It is not made with Gatorade. It is made by the company of Gatorade. It would be interesting. Interesting is a way to phrase it. If it was made of Gatorade. Hi, Mom. Everyone is giving me a warm welcome back. No one's mentioned that I'm on this side. Nope, this side now. This side. It's because with the new office setup, it is much easier to just move the camera over there and angle myself this way than it was trying to do this like scoliosis twist that I was doing before. So, yeah. Yeah, it made me uncomfortable too, but we'll get used to it, just like everything. Oh, I'm playing as Shauna exclusively? There's no one else here? That's truly awful. Alright. This is one thing I wish old games did that new games do, which is, hey, tell me what's going on again. Give me a previously on so I remember what's going on. Did I get your feet dirty? Listen, we can't start this already. That's not how we get back into this. Yeah, that's probably what did it, if I'm being honest. It was pretty spur of the moment. Where it's like, yep, I'm fried. And by the time the break was over, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to it. So it was the right move. It may seem like this comes natural to me, but this takes a lot out of me. Talking. Being sociable. Love you, best mom. Have a good day at work, I assume? I don't even know what today is. No, it's Memorial Day. You might have that off. I don't know. Happy Memorial Day for those who celebrate it. This is the last one in my country, at least part of the free world, before fascism takes over, so I'm going to enjoy it the best I can. Yeah, we did that already. I think we got to find Dart. The Dart board so we can practice getting that triple 20. But you don't want to aim for the bullseye. That's misleading. Everyone thinks that, oh, you got to get a bullseye, a double bullseye even. No. You got to aim for that triple 20. That's more points. The world is great. Yeah, that was affecting me more than I thought, too. Just the state of everything. But then I thought to myself, like, maybe, just for the handful of people that watch me, I can give them a respite. I already got all the Stardust here, so no worries on that. Thank you, Angus. If you didn't tell me... Where is Dart? I honestly forgot about Stardusts. Oh, there he is. Here you are, Dart. Oh, yeah. And then we came up here and talked to the lady, and she reminded me why she's my favorite character. She was like messing with Shauna. I didn't want to actually come back up here because I didn't think how long it was going to take. I want to see it again, though. Yes. That was so good. So good. Honestly, it's my favorite writing in this game so far. Alright, well, we already exhausted that option, I guess, but that was so good. There's still a fire hazard right over there, like a bunch of cords jumbled up. I bought a new surge protector that will alleviate, if not resolve, that issue. I have not installed it yet, so there's just cords piled on top of each other. But good news is that most of the stuff that it's powering is turned off, so it's fine. I should probably stop pointing a space heater at it, but you know. Trips on boats can be hurt. I haven't read in a long time, at least out loud, so bear with me as my tongue gets warmed up, if you know what I'm saying. Trips on boats can be hard when you are not used to them. If you don't feel good, just rest. I've been on a boat. I've been on a cruise. It was not, I mean, probably because it was such a big boat, it didn't really affect me much. All right, here we go. Here's Shauna coming on too strong with hi, Dart. God, give it a rest, Shauna. Shauna says, Dart. Dart is lost in thought. Apparently, Pueller says, when humans go to sea, there is a lot to think about. Friendship, love, life, and romance. Torture, you say? Maybe a ferry is more wobbly than a cruise ship? Probably is. It's gotta be. Pueller says, probably Dart's heart is wandering in the Mother Ocean. Well, you should probably get it back. You need one of those. Shauna says, such a scary face. He must be thinking about the black monster, and she says that to herself. Because it's in brackets, and that's the universal sign for to myself. Dart says, oh, Shauna, your love goes on? Crap, what's the lyrics to Oh, Sherry? Is something wrong? Shauna says, I have been thinking too about the past and future. All right, Dart, she's turned around. Now's your chance. Stab her. Serdar's back, and already I'm giving him the thing that he wants, which is murdering Shauna. I know that's his favorite thing. Thank you. Yeah, the lighting I'm noticing is also worse, and I noticed that when I turned on the light, I assume one of the light bulbs died. I need to get in there. So it's going to be a darker stream, both in actual illumination and theme, because I'm going to talk about some really dark stuff. Such as dark chocolate. Shauna, and about you and me. Yeah, Shauna really needs to get the hint, man. And it's not even a hint at this point. I feel like he's borderline explicitly said it. Dart says, you and me, what about us? Like, that's not on the cards. Not on the cards, no, in the cards. On the table. There are cards on the table, it's in the cards. Got it. Shauna says, eventually our journey will end. Yours sooner than most, Shauna! Get! Dart says, yes, eventually, but I wonder where we will be. I want to be next to you, Dart. Oh my god. Shauna says, but nobody knows about the future. Pueller says, love and sailing are alike. Could you do the work to if you don't swim against the waves and just enjoy it, you will overcome it. No. Pueller says, thinking alone is sometimes good, but sometimes, when you listen to others, your way will open up. Mind your business, Pueller. Dart internally says, the black monster. I still don't know anything about it. Dart just immediately dropped Shauna out of his mind. He does not care. He's like, let's go talk to Rose because she has worth. Heck yes. Get Shauna out of here. Does not care about Shauna even a little bit. It's so good. They didn't do this on purpose. There's no way the writers did this on purpose, but I love it. I love it so much. Shauna sucks so hard. He's got more important things to deal with than someone he doesn't care about. Just doesn't care. Dart says, here you are, Rose, the only woman in our party that matters. I don't even remember the other lady's name at this point. Rose says, may I help you? Dart says, it's about the black monster. I thought you might know something about it, Rose. And since we've never traveled together, I haven't been able to ask you until now? For some reason? Rose says, that's right. You are traveling just for that. 4 dots? She is really lost in thought on that one. Rose says, unfortunately, I have nothing to tell you. Dart says, oh, 4 dots again? What is going on? Did I take 2 weeks off and we leveled up a dot? Rose says, what are you going to do when you catch the black monster? What are you going to do with him? Rose says, kill him to avenge your parents? That'll satisfy your feelings? I didn't know that was a question until the question mark showed up. It caught me off guard. Dart says, revenge does not generate anything. That's what I learned from Lavitz. Rest in peace. I like Waka. Dart says, to tell you the truth, I don't know what I am going to do, or even what I want to do when I face the black monster. I just want to know what he is. He's a black monster. Rose says, I see. Well, I can tell you one thing. Do you know what it is? What is the source of the power of Dragoons? It's the black monster. Rose says, war is not in human nature. Humans fight by making themselves enter insanity. Now, war is, in fact, in human nature. Way too deep of a topic to go into right now, but it is absolutely in our nature to do that. That's why we struggle so hard, is because we have gotten smart and realized that war is bad, but our bodies are like, no, war, fighting, kill. They do not have the the chops to deal with that topic. So let's say in this universe, these humans do not have war in their nature. It is the same for revenge. I actually find it incredibly fascinating, the idea of humanity's battle for their instincts, because we have become too smart to realize that our instincts our instincts are bad for the lives that we have developed, but we still have them because we got smart too fast. We haven't evolved out of them. So we still have them in there. We just want to kill things all the time. We just have to tell ourselves not to. It's really fascinating. Or at the very least, we gotta kill discreetly. Don't ask me to divulge any further. Anyway, Rose says, this is a tool to amplify the insanity. And this insanity is the source of the power of Dragoons. The Dragon Knight. Dart says, I didn't know that. 4 dots. Rose says, someday something will happen, and if you cannot I don't know if I've ever said that word out loud. I know what it is, but I don't know if I've ever I'm gonna say chasten. Nothing sounds right. The word it's building off of is chaste. Chast? Uh-oh. Let's just get past that. Your insanity. I wonder if you'll be able to endure it, given the size of your spirit. Yeah, I think it's chasten. Chastise. I know it's to chastise. No, it's not to chastise. It's to it's like the calm. It's like chastity. Yeah. Chastise is the verb for yeah, you're right. Chaste, yeah. But then that threw me off because it's not pronounced chastity, it's pronounced chastity. I don't know if I've ever said chaste out loud, if I'm being honest with you. I'm pretty sure I've only exclusively read it in literary fiction or something. English sucks, yeah, screw English. Who would ever get a degree in that? Rose says, sorry, it was just nonsense. Dart says, it's okay. When I finish with Lloyd, I'll go on my journey to pursue the black monster. Oh yeah, rough. Definitely. Gotta hasten to chasten. Wreck. Dart says, when I face him, I'll find my own answer to that. We got way off the rails. That's okay. Yeah. Welcome back to the legend. Did we learn anything, really? Not really. Rose says, mine is not a journey. Rose says, I'll take a walk for a change. Okay, I guess we're just gonna play as all the party members for some reason. I got nothing out of playing as Shauna. But, okay. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Are we on a pirate ship? No, we're on a ship that take us that... gosh darn it, I don't remember the main objective. No, we're chasing that lady! We're chasing Lady Wing Girl. What's her name? I don't remember her name. She was the hardest boss ever that I beat in one try. Talk to Dart again for some reason. Pueller says Dart is popular with girls. Oh my goodness. I hate Pueller. I might hate Pueller more than Shauna at this point. He is well suited to be a man of the sea. Wait, hold on. I can't analyze every word that's spoken in this game. How does him being a ladies' man make him a man of the sea? I don't need you either. Alright, let's just move on. This is not working for anybody. Yeah, I'm not sure why we build boats unless they're for pirates. I don't understand. Oh, there's a game that came out that was being developed for the Xbox that got, like, canceled, and they brought it back. And it's like a pirate hack and slash game. I think that qualifies to be covered because it's retro in all but release date. And it's called Captain Blood. I want to play it so bad. Rose says, are you thinking about something? Hashel says, oh, Rose, do you want to talk about your love? What is going on this? Is this the love boat? Rose says, I was just walking around and happened to be here. Hashel says, can I ask you one thing? Rose says, sure. Hashel says, why are you with us? Hashel says, I heard that in the beginning it was Dart's Dragoon spirit. It seems that's not all. Rose says, I guess. Rose says, maybe this journey is just a little break for me, 4 dots. I guess we're up to 4 dots now. That's the part, it's 1 additional dot for each disc we have progressed to. So we'll get 5 dots on disc 3. Hashel says, break, Well, everybody has different objectives on the journey. Hashel says, but you look like you're rushing yourself to death with your life being run by something. Rose says, it's none of your business. Now, to be fair, Rose, you kind of came up to him. Please don't let me... I don't want to play as Hashel. Hashel says, I guess I was involved too much. I cannot make judgments about other people. I am struggling with the writing on this boat. Really struggling. This is rough. This is very weird. What am I hearing? Okay. I wasn't sure if I needed to be aroused or not. It's too late, though. It's already happened. Hashel says, Claire, your steps during the attack are slow. Take more precise, faster steps. Claire says, yes, father. Hashel says, you idiot. During the training, don't think of me as your father. Call me master. Claire says, I am sorry, master. Oh, yeah, I see the resemblance. And I'm pretty sure Shauna wants her as well. Hashel says, Claire, you, my daughter, were the only heir to our ancestral Rouge school martial art. Hashel says, Claire, you cannot take over the Rouge school with such pathetic skills. Hashel says, you implanted a murderous intention in your fist, didn't you? That is a really good sentence. Someone remember that, please. Man, that's good. That is so good. They did not do that on purpose, but again, that's so good. Claire says, oh, Lotta, what's wrong? Lotta, what's wrong? Oh, Lotta. Hashel says, get out of my sight. Claire says, Lotta. Hashel says, get out of my sight. Weren't they fighting, though? Wasn't that the point? That's a whole lot of nonsense. Oh! 3 dots, we've regressed. I don't want to play as Hashel, though. Hashel says, I shouted out of anger. I was just running away from the pain that we have to overcome together, as a master and as a father. Hashel says, it's been 20 years since I left the village pursuing Claire, but what I have found was only my immaturity. Spartans here! That sparring partner died? Oh, well then he should probably be upset. Hashel says, as time goes by, I forget the objectives of my journey. I did not get a read that she was dead on that one, though. Yeah, that's not how I perceived that. Hashel says, but Dart and the others gave me a new one. Hazel says, I think what I'm going through now is a journey to support the passion of young Dart and his friends. Hazel says, oops, I have become too mushy. Hazel says, well, maybe I'll go tease Kongol. I hope he is not knocked out with seasickness. Yes, I'm getting mushy. Time to tease Kongol. Now that you bring that up, that would be weird that they would just have that be a fact. And wasn't there a bridge named Claire or something? So stupid. And Shane's here. Everyone's coming back out. Love to see it. Love to see it. Again, the insecurity was real, where I'm like, okay, well, I took a 2-week break. Everyone's going to forget me. And then I cut myself a little bit. What did I just say? I cut myself by... Oh, the microphone did pick that up a little bit, I think. I love motorcycles, have I mentioned? You're in the way of my cleaning up. I mean, yeah, all the models, all you have to do, it would not be hard to make these characters playable. Who would I have as my protagonist? Because currently, Dart, Rose, and Hazel arguably are the only ones that have arcs. Shauna's only arc, well, I guess she's got the whole mystery Genova thing going on. So I guess there's that too. The other lady doesn't have anything yet. I still don't remember her name. Hazel says, what are you doing alone? Congo says, Congo always alone. Who also has no arc, by the way, yet. Maybe they get him eventually. Hazel says, you are not now. Congo says, friends. I still don't know. Congo is here to see if you become leader instead of Emperor Dole. Hazel says, Dole, it was your objective for the journey, wasn't it? Hazel says, then why don't you talk to Albert? He might know something about Dole's story from the past. Rose is my protagonist if I was gonna pick one right now based on what I know. Congo, King of Human. How many of you guys are playing or have played Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Because I have started it and played a good chunk of it now. And now we can converse. Thirdar, you would eat the heck out of it. You just love it. You would love it so much. Alright, I guess I talked to what's-her-face now, Miru? Because that's the only party member left, I think. On FF15. I stopped at 10, weirdly enough. I played most of 14 at this point. If that counts. I did not really play 12. I barely played 13. Didn't touch 15. Didn't touch 16. Yeah, so the button prompts in that put Gust of Wind Dance to shame. Like, it is intense, the stuff you have to press in that thing. It doesn't mess around. This is the wrong way, is what this is. Anna's here. Anna, it's been a while. Good to see you. It was a while before even my break. How were things going? FF14 is great. In my opinion, it is a better single-player game than it is an MMO. No! Almost went back up the stairs. The story in Final Fantasy XIV is among the greatest stories ever told in video games, and I hate to say that out loud, but it's true. It's really, really good. Miru says, boring, boring, boring. Miru says, Congo, hang out with me. Miru says, hey, hey. I said, hey. Didn't have enough time to get full into Krusty. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks, Anna. I'm sorry. I know that game. Like, I've been there. I'm still there. Like, I'm unemployed. So, I get it. And I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope you bounce back soon. And I hope I can make you feel better a little bit by saying words. Miro says, hey, don't ignore me. Final Fantasy Tactics, no, it is on the list. It is high on the list. I want to play that so bad. Okay, so I guess I don't. Who the heck's left? Oh, what's his face? Where was he? I want to call him Patrick. It's not Patrick. Why do I think his name is Patrick? It's not Arthur. Is it Arthur? That would be... Heck's his name. He's like my second favorite character. Why can't I remember his name? I'm dying! Albert, thank you! Jeepers. Stupid white guy name. Rod Typhoon! Harpoon! Gust of wind dance! Congo says, Congo wants to talk. And I almost gave him proper grammar. I almost did. It almost slipped out there. Congo says, what is friends? No, I'm going to stream Final Fantasy Tactics. That's what's going to happen. Prepare for that. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. I want to play it so bad. Congo says, Dart said, Congo friend. Now that I have real hardware and the ability to capture it, I kind of want to buy Final Fantasy Tactics and play it on that. Is that crazy? Is that the craziest thing? Congo says, Congo don't know. What is friend? Albert says, my Uncle Dole was your friend, wasn't he? Congo says, no. I fight for Emperor Dole to make a world where all the species equal. Albert says, maybe we can put it this way. Maybe friends are the people who talk or walk the same road. Well, sure. People who walk together, but not led by somebody, who share happiness and pain. Congo says, that is friends? Albert says, yes, that is us now. Albert says, although we have different objectives, we are walking side by side. I've walked side by plenty of people that I wouldn't call friends. Albert says, Congo, you are already walking on the same road as us. I walked on the same road as people today, as a matter of fact, and they were not my friends. Didn't know their names. I don't think we had similar pain. I don't know if I want to play the PSP version before I play the original. It's such an iconic game, I kind of want to experience it for how it was. Miro says, boring. Anybody want to hang out with me? Albert says, it's thanks to those girls I can continue to walk on this road. Albert says, now I'm going to socialize with my friends too. I bring up the... So I played the DS version of Chrono Trigger. And it's got a different script. And some of the charm that I remember from the original game has been removed, and I don't love it. So I kind of want to experience the first thing and the DS versions. I don't even remember the new content from the DS version, if I'm being honest. Ah! She hit me with a maxi pad? What the heck was that? That was sexist. I'm sorry. I gotcha. Big success. Albert says, it's an awful welcome. Mira says, hey, Al, you are a bit too squarish. You gotta become cool like Dart. Mira says, are you mad now? Albert says, no, but I now have a question. Mira says, wow, the exciting question time. Albert says, Miru, when you joined us, you said there is still something I can help with. Is that true? Mira says, let me see. I don't know why, but I really feel that way. It's true. I just did not read that out loud. Albert says, you are not just kidding, it seems. Albert says, our journey is a dangerous one. We will not be able to succeed if we take a lackadaisical attitude towards it. Lackadaisical. That's another word that I don't know if I've ever said out loud. But I've heard it said out loud. Albert says, therefore, I wanted to make sure one more time. I don't want to see anybody else die. Albert says, now, please excuse me. I have to go to the restroom. Mira says, whatever. The king became too serious. Mira says, now is my big chance to hang out with Dart. It's what everyone wants. Imagine a gaming track record with and without Final Fantasy X as reference. Trying to think about how I feel about that statement. Final Fantasy VII is more appropriate. Yeah, I think that's when the tide changed. Final Fantasy X, I think we're just now seeing the logical next steps in Final Fantasy X. Clair Obscur is absolutely Final Fantasy X in the modern era. And there were some games like it around in the PS2 era, but there was a long time where we did not have Final Fantasy X style games. It is Legend of Dragoon. For me, it's more Mario and Luigi than it is Legend of Dragoon, because Legend of Dragoon has one style of button press, whereas Mario and Luigi has multiple styles of button presses. Like there's the hammer, there's the jump, there's the whatever. There's a dart spotted. A wild dart spotted? Miro says, thinking about something. Miro says, I know, he. Coochie coo! What do you think it is? Whoa, okay. Well, I like Rose, so I'm gonna ask if it's Rose. Bear says, no way, it's Rose? Miro says, of course. Bear says, what do you want? Okay, come on. There's no way she sounds enough like Rose for this to be at all confusing. Have I played Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars before? Let me tell you, I streamed that game in its entirety on an original Super Nintendo. Boy, did I. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games ever. Oh, God! Sure, Mario Party. Miro says, I have something to tell you. Whoops, tell you. I like you, Dart. Dart says, what are you saying? I have Shauna. What? He's just saying that because he thinks he has to. He doesn't mean it. Miro says, hey, are you an idiot or what? I have such a pretty voice, it can't be anybody else but me. Dart says, Miru. Miro says, by the way. Dart says, what? Miro says, well, I won't tell Shauna about this. Oh, that's hard to find. It's probably not that hard to find, actually. If you go, so, hold on one second. Ah! Spartan, I linked you in the Discord. The Grandma's love seat era of my Twitch streaming. Most of the archives are there. Not all of them, most of them. Did I play the remake yet? I didn't, because there's an inside joke that I have with someone that has been removed from the remake, and I am so offended that I don't know if I ever want to play it. It's like an inferior version. Plus, I like the old graphics of the original. The original is a perfect game, like I wouldn't really change anything. Miro says, well, I have great news for someone who looks totally bored. Why don't you come with me on an adventure on this ship? Dart says, I've already seen a lot. Miro says, hey, you were thinking about Shauna, weren't you? Miro says, if she sees you walking with a pretty girl like me, she would get mad, wouldn't she? Dart says, Shauna doesn't get mad about those things. What's with this adventure suddenly? Miro says, well, there's something bothering me. Miro says, don't you think Rose is strange? Dart says, she is strange, but I don't think she's as strange as you. Miro says, I'm not talking about that strange. I think she has something that she hasn't told us, or she has been involved in something shady, or I'm pretty sure she's been pretty forthcoming that she has secrets. Dart says, have you told us everything about you, Miru? Miro says, I'm the exception. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's pretty much the relationship I have with my wife. Like, this doesn't apply to you. Dart says, don't talk bad about your friends. Everybody has something that they need to hide. Miro says, sorry. Miro says, I don't mean to talk bad about Rose, but she's cold to me, so somehow... Dart says, then you want to change of pace with an adventure? Miro says, that's my Dart. You are totally cool. Miro says, come on. Now departing on Miro's expedition. Dart says, Miro's expedition, huh? Alright. God's sake, let's get out of this section. This is awful. I kind of want to do some Gust of Wind dance. This is probably the wrong way. Probably have to go talk to Shauna for some reason. My neck feels a little stiff. I should probably stop doing that. Okay, maybe I do have to talk to Rose, because he seemed intrigued by Rose. What the... Dart says, don't play a prank on her. She doesn't understand jokes. I don't agree with that. She totally joked against Rose earlier. Miro says, I won't. Or, Shauna, not Rose joked, made a joke to Shauna. Censoring it doesn't do much. We can still see it uncensored on live TV. It is arguably disrespectful. I'm okay with it in this context. Miro says, Rose has a mysterious personality. She is always cold, but when it comes to critical point, she leads us in a variety of ways. Dart says, we are alive now because of Rose. Mira says, I agree. Are we talking about Rose with enough volume to hear each other from that distance apart in earshot of Rose? Splash damage. What the heck are we talking about now? We got way out of... FMV! Harpoon! Wait, is this a ghost ship? Oh boy, I'm in. I am so in, I can't stand it. It's the Black Pearl. I don't know if this has come out. Some Randy lore here. I love the pirate theme and aesthetic and all that stuff. I love it. So this, I'm gonna eat this stuff up. Especially fantasy pirates for some reason I really like. There hasn't been like a good RPG, like a pirate RPG, like a really, really good one. Although I heard like Pillars of Eternity is one. I haven't really played that one. The second one, I haven't played it. Skies of Arcadia is another one that I heard about. I haven't played it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get into the world of One Piece. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I'm almost definitively going to say it's not, because that's just too much. Sailor says, what on earth is this? Look at those little hops that they're doing. That's cute. Little dolphin hop. Sailor says, I can't believe this. Peeler says, what are you doing? Go back to your stations and check on the damages. I'm just not a big anime guy. I've never really gotten into it. I wish I could figure out why. I don't know. Something about it. There's been a couple I've enjoyed here and there, but I just haven't been able to become an anime guy. Albert says, there's a heraldry. It looks like a royal ship of Mille Sassu. Mira says, is this like a phantom ship? Dart says, oh boy! Kayla says, Commodore, bad news. Kayla says, it got the engine room. Peeler says, Kayla, let them hurry to fix it. Kayla says, aye aye, sir. Dart says, we cannot pursue Linus. I don't remember how I decided to say that. Linus? Let's say Linus. Like this. Peeler says, sometimes the ocean shows its capriciously... Sometimes the ocean shows it capriciously. Again, another one of those words that I'm sure I've heard out loud, but not recently. But I have never seen such a thing. Wait for a while. There is nothing we can do now. Rose says, the ship is... Aishel says, Dart, I can't find Shauna anywhere. Thank God. Yeek! Shauna? Please, all I ask is that you kill her slowly. Where am I? Yeek! Shauna, says somebody. I assume Dart. There's Dart. We scared them off. For some reason. Dart says, why did you come here? Shauna says, I don't know. When I woke up, I was... Okay. I advanced too quickly. Shauna says, but those knights protected me. They are gone, though. Albert says, at least you are safe and sound. Miru says, come on, come on. We are here already, so we might as well just take some tour here. I don't know. Dart says, no way. Shauna says, I want to go too. I don't know why, but I want to know about this ship. Oh, please. Howard says, we'll go with them. Then it won't be a problem. Howard says, okay, but if anything happens, we gotta go back. All right, let me pick my party because this ain't gonna work for me. All right, don't select is fine. I will select you, sir. Who's apparently just been living with poison on the ship this whole time. I've just been freaking in agony in his room. No one has done it. I'm so sorry. Detoxified. Oh. It has been a while. Let's see if I can pull this off. Boy, I've got Clair Obscure on the brain. I just tried to block that. That didn't work. All right, it's Albert. All right, here we go. Woo! Pressure's on. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yes.
Crush dance. Oh yeah. All right. Ugh. I messed it up. That's all right. Bone throwing. I've done that. Well, we're off to a good start with Crush of, or whatever the heck it's called, Gust of Wind Dance. Game might be loud. Boop. Game's less loud. Yes. Come on. All right. Gotta get back in it. Ow! You got this, Albert. Heck yes! $3.99 and some pretty big D.
Yes.
Crush dance. All right, we're back. There are big missiles on the ship, including any, get out of here. Get. Are there any Stardusts on this ship? We need some Spartan. Spartan needs to get in here. Ah! Yeah! Captain, please open here. Where are you, Captain? But what about the missiles? Oh. Bone throwing.
Yes.
Crash dance. Gust of Wind Dance. I wish I didn't feel so compelled to say the stupid move. Insufferable, you say? What is the item? Because if it's insufferable, it might not be worth it for the Ran Man. Crush dance! Ding 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 ding. Game still might be a little loud. Audio is good now. Gosh darn it! Pew. Get out of here. Wait, so hold on. Well, that's poop. What's the item? Come on, Albert.
Yes.
Whoa! I don't like it. This is hard to put the coffee back. Man, Rose is apparently the one I'm having a hard time with today. Bone throwing. It's something that I've been meaning to get into. Albert! Automatic additions. That's pretty good, though. I mean, not really, because you can't level them up, right?
Yes.
Crash dance. And they do less damage too, am I right? Come on now, hit the ghosty boy. Hey,
Yes.
There we go. The fake one does less damage, okay. Bone throwing. How's my health? Like, I mean, not amazing. All right. Huh. Gust of wind dance. I'm just not going to do it. No. I don't even care what the mini game is. I'm not going to do it. Oh yeah, blocking heals, right? It says Captain's Cabin. It seems like it's not opening. Cool. Good thing I came over here. Yeah. Ah. What's up, fellas? Hiya. Ghost Crew A, help me. The jerk is... Ghost Crew A says, I don't want to die. Help. So it says, what? Ghost Crew B, we cannot make it. We'll be killed by him. Ghost Crew A says, I don't want to die. Help. Wait, hold on. They messed up. That was supposed to be Ghost Crew B. Dart says, what are they talking about? It's a good question, Dart. It's a good question. Yeah. I actually don't have a hard out today. I'm still going to try to wrap up around 2 hours, but if we don't reach a save point, I don't have to rush. I don't have to burning rush. Burning rush! This is a tight window. Hurrah! Oh. Felt good for a second, and I overshot it. Also made a weird noise. A little bit of Dracula or something. I don't know what that was. Hurrah! Oh, I felt it. It felt bad. I knew it when I pressed the button. It was bad. Expedition 33 sound effects. Yeah, kind of. No! Why am I having a hard time with Rose's thingy? We kind of switched. That's a new Rose move. Relatively recent Rose move, right? I think that's why I'm not used to it yet.
Yes.
Grass dance! No, that one felt good, though. I just killed death, therefore no one will die. That's it. That's the end of it. Happy immortality, everybody. Yeah, Lavitz is still dead, though. I mean, we still have Lavitz. He's just named something different. And is attracted to Dart less. Well, I never would have expected those polygonal skeletons to get up on this pre-rendered background. It's shocking and surprising. Here's what I'm gonna do. Not as Albert. Oh, that was bad. I felt it as bad. It's so bad. It just makes me want to puke when I press it wrong. You just feel it. You just know in your bones. Your skeleton bones. I want Rose to heal the party. I really love the way this game looks, though. I can't stand it. Astral Train.
Astral Train.
Yeah, the spread eagle dimension. I mean, that's like not a good amount of healing. Like incredibly low, actually. But we're committed now.
Yes.
Crash dance! Yeah, but Shauna sucks. I don't care about her combat prowess. She sucks as a human. I can't reward that. Yeah, yeah. She's definitely atrophied. I don't need a lot of healing, I don't want to have to manually heal because it takes too long. Oh, is that how it works? Do I actually take their is that what it oh. If that's how it works, then I'm a fool. I just thought it was a random, not a random, but a set healing amount. That actually makes sense now that you say it out loud. Yep, makes a lot of sense. But I didn't think the game was that sophisticated. What can I say? Didn't give the game enough credit. I'm sorry, game. Is she still a Dragoon, or do I have to do it again? Yeah! Well, I'm sure this won't raise those skeletons. This is different. This is different. Different. Yep. Does this do anything for me? I actually don't know if that got me anything. Surely the fight must have given me something. Or maybe I'm just hunting down this, like, ghost jester guy. Oh, there he is. Alright, well, I happen to know bone throw is nothing, so I'm gonna fight the magician bogey.
Yes.
Crush dance! Yeah, I could try the X bashing items. I really just don't want to heal. I just don't want to deal with it. Gust of wind, dance. Yeah. Got you. Got you good. Yeah. Ah, way too early. That was just so bad. Oh, I want to die. I want to die like what she said. I don't die. Oh, felt so bad. What is that? Oh, hell. Wait, is he dead? He's not dead. He's just sleeping or something? What? That one felt good, though. All right. All right, no, hold on. I'm back in it. All right, Rose, you got this.
Die. Hard blade.
So, hard blade. And also, that didn't do any damage at all. Must be her element or something. Or maybe she just sucks. Gust of wind dance. Suck it, skeleton.
Yes.
Crush dance. We're dancing all over the place. Crush dance. Gust of wind dance. Crush dance. Albert, will you have this dance? Yes, Dart, I will have this dance. I'll leave that to the fans to remix me yelling all of the move names. Someone did that once. Someone made a remix of my commentary on a game once, which was neat. Zero. 7 8 The price is right. May evil come to the person who attempts to solve the riddle of the number. Air. Kill it. Is it trying to say something? Well, I don't want to touch that again. We cornered it. It's trying to say something. It's trying to say, yeah! I thought there was going to be something interesting. There wasn't. I love the heroic cut to Albert, who's just taking a knee. It's like, oh, it hurts. Alright, I'll spend some dart juice healing Albert here. Is that the only healing thing that I have? That seems ridiculous. Here you go, Al. Thanks.
Die.
Hard blade.
Blade.
It's giving me a hard blade. I knew it. I knew it when I did it. I knew it. Albert does so much damage though compared to everybody else. Must be an element thing. Hey. Ah, Rose taking knee. Ah! Press that gosh darn button. I didn't like it though.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
I believe there are items to buy on your ship. Yeah, maybe. I'm not worried about it. I'm just. Flowers, no, my one weakness. Go. She's got to be close to dead. She's got to be dead after this one. I'm gonna need to start doing some damage here. Am I just out of turns? What's happening? What the heck was that? Alright, what do we got here? I think Albert can kill that one. I don't know whose turn is after this, though. Rolling the dice. Come on! Also, he's not dead somehow. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Oh, it's definitely not looking good. Is that game over? Oh, okay. It got weirdly quiet, so. Get up. Get up. All right. All right, now get a turn, please. Nope, that's gonna do it. Oh, yeah. That's definitely it. That's it. Well, that's awful. That's truly, truly bad. Because that was a whole lot of garbage that we're gonna have to go. Oh, man, that's terrible. Woo! That was it. That's not good. That's just awful. Alright. Well, I guess let's chat a little bit. How long have we been going? Not even close to the amount of time that we need to, so... Alright. Alright. I don't even remember what I gotta do now. Oh, that's truly awful. Them's the breaks, I guess. Why didn't it give me a... I guess it did give me a save. I didn't expect there to not be a save point in the combat area, I guess, is the thing that my brain went into. Alright. Well, the problem is, it's not that we're back with Shauna. It's not like there was any meaningful challenge. I have literally had zero problem with any fighting in this game whatsoever, so I did not expect to get completely blasted by a series of ghosts without warning. So, even if you told me to save, I probably would have ignored it. Yeah, I mean, them's the breaks with RPGs, I guess. There's a little hubris. A little hubris. It should not take me that long. It's just that the... why... Hold on. I'm not sure if that's better, but it was... it's a... Hang on. Nope. How the chair goes. Oh, come on. All right, that's slightly better. I think, maybe. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Nope, wrong way. That's a little better. These wall mounts for these monitors is cool. They're cool, but they're they keep losing their torque after a certain amount of time, so I have to keep re-torquing them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not a big deal. Small price to pay, but I don't notice it until it's too late. Oh, there's chasing again. All right. So we're going to hopefully get by all this crap. Save it. I am spamming X. And then really not too concerned about the I got an unlucky barrage there. That sucked, but I'm not too concerned about the boat. It's more just the monotony. I like this game, but there's a reason we get so used to seeing save points in locations and we think to ourselves, oh, I should probably use that because it's about to get real. When it got to the ghost ship, I would have expected there to be a save point before I started exploring the ghost ship. Oh, right. I gotta talk to Haschel. It was on... Was there one before? Or was there one on the boat? Well, I must have missed it. No, I know that, but... On the boat before you jumped off, yes, but didn't... The cutscene jump me off, didn't it? Right, well, I would. That's the thing, is that I wouldn't have thought to do that. I would have thought there was a save point as I progressed further. Not a big deal. Or put the like have the cutscene put you back to the boat right next to the save point and then have you walk to the ghost ship or something. The appeal of danger. I don't know if I was thinking that much when I was a child. Truly not a big deal. If it wasn't for the mountains of dialogue that we went through to get to that spot, I would have been less annoyed at dying at the end of a dungeon than I would be just skipping dialogue that we have seen in its entirety. It's bound to happen. Yeah, but I wouldn't have walked into that fight nearly dead if I had known that was going to happen. And when it was Albert's turn, if I was playing more cautiously, which I wasn't, I would have healed with him. Who does he have to talk to? Angol? I wish more people in this chat had played Claire Obscura so we could talk about it. I was under the impression that a lot of people had, because multiple people in the Discord mentioned it. Speaking of, there's the Discord server if you want to join that. That's the best way to support me, and you get to know my whereabouts and talk to me about stuff. That's tinyurl.com/randy-discord, or if you prefer, tinyurl.com/randy-discord. Best way to support me. Go on in there. Let's tickle each other. The story is what I like most about it. The writing, the performances. So good. Nope. Wait, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a really good time to play old games. And if you were to never buy a new game now, you would have games enough. You would have enough games to satisfy you for the rest of your life. There have been so many games that have been made that are out there that fit exactly what you were looking for. You can explore different genres, all sorts of stuff out there. But man, when you say, hey, there's a new Japanese style role-playing game with a high budget, turn-based, similar to Final Fantasy X, and it's good, then I gotta give it a shot. And it has been my yes, it's a really appealing combination of words, isn't it? But that opening, I can't stand. That opening was so freaking good. Where I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, this might mess me up in a way that I kind of need. As a sad adult, this is affecting me a lot more than it would have otherwise. But nevertheless, I am a sad adult. Yes, Expedition 33, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. We're talking about the story. And the opening was really, really messed me up. It's when because I didn't actually know the premise really. I vaguely knew about it, but not much. And when they built they kind of taught you of the premise in such a slow burn, but yet sad, depressing way. And I'm like, oh, this premise is gonna mess me up. And then, like, it gives relief at just the right time. So the premise, I'm debating even saying it because it's kind of fun going in blind. But if you want to know, is there anyone who doesn't want to know what it is? If they're going in? Yeah, right, there's something about just these really sad, dark things that you kind of just need sometimes. It's cathartic in a way I can't really explain. It's not a spoiler, it's just the way it's just the premise of the game, so I will say it, I guess. There is this town that kind of broke off of the mainland, like the main continent, and as that happened, there was this statuesque deity, like an island, yeah, but it broke off, and the population of that town is then isolated on this thing, and there. You can actually visibly see it. There's this statue across the ocean, this deity that paints a number on a wall. And anyone who is that age when that number is painted dies. And it started at 100, and every year it goes down one, so she paints a new number every year. And then that person of that age dies, and it goes on and goes on and goes on. And you start when the painting on the wall is 34 and it goes down to 33. And the town is like desperate. They're like, we don't know if we should just give up and realize that the human race is going to end, or we should fight on, or whatever. It's just we've been dealing with this for so long, and now everyone is young. We have no old people anymore. And there's basically two ways. The town is split, where it's like, okay, we have people that are just giving up. They're just like, okay, this is it. This is the way it's gonna. We can't do anything about it. We've tried. It doesn't work. So let's just live our short lives as good as we can. And that's that. And then there's this other group of people that say, unacceptable. Even if we fail, we're gonna do this. And it is the expedition. And there are volunteers that join the expedition, and they sail off the island and go to the mainland in an attempt to stop this from happening. And it happens every year. And they name their expedition after the year that is painted on the thing. So Expedition 33 is the one that you start as. That's where the game starts, is you're in Expedition 33. And this battle between like hopelessness and but hope and all that stuff is just so resonant with me. Just because it's stuff I deal with all the time. I'm like, is this out of my control? It's just so good. So gosh darn good. I can't stand it. And it's executed perfectly. The performances are perfection. The music is unbelievable. It looks incredible. Right, because there's no wrong answer, right? Because it seems like no expedition up to this point, there has been 66 of them at that point, and none of them have succeeded. All of them sailed off, never to return. So they're basically assuming they're going to die. The one thing that the reason this one seems different is that your main character invented something, the luminous converter or something like that makes the expedition stronger. It's a better weapon, so they're thinking, oh, this is the one that's going to get us there. So the death cap applied to everybody, even on the mainland. We don't know. That's the thing, is that I don't want to get too far into it now because that's spoiler territory, but it seems like no one on the island knows anything other than what's on the island. Everything they think they know about the mainland is just like myth and legends. They're like, yeah, we think we know this based on what we can see, because they've got like, they're trying to inspect it from across the thing. Yeah, did you get to the, well, I don't want to say it now. There's a village that you get to. Did you get to a village? Oh no, they absolutely sprint me off they put me right on the boat. Yeah, so I'm at the village, that's where I'm at. Which I found overwhelming. There is so much going on in there. I'm playing on hard, and it does not mess around. If you miss those button prompts, you are dead. You are just dead. They kill you in one shot, so you're dead. Meme clowns. Are you talking mimes? Mimes are there because the game is French. That's why. Alright, so can I jump back onto the thing and save? Because otherwise... Bummer. Because I forgot to save before the... People are alleging I can jump back on the boat! Albert is poisoned again. Oh, there it is. Okay. I mean, that's not where I would have put it, but that's fine. Ging-a-ling-a-ling! Also, the game is not full price AAA, so it's actually relatively cheap. Can't recommend it enough. It's so good. Yes, it is $50 US. So if... And that's full price. You can go on websites that have it for cheaper than that. I do play with a controller. I would imagine it is darn near unplayable with a keyboard. And thank you, legitimate PlayStation, for telling me that we saved finally. We did it. We got the save. All right, share your weapons and enter item depot. Yeah, give it to me. I'll buy them. I'll leave the money in the depot. Recover half of HP for all? Why? That's so cheap. Why wouldn't I just get that? Like all of them. Give them. That's like ridiculously cheap. That's an overpowered item. I am the last person on Earth that costumes do nothing for me. I don't even change the character's appearance because I think it looks weird when you do. So I just keep their default appearance the whole time. It is 5 times over a single, but it is still laughably low. And that's a good thing for, yep, go ahead. Oh yeah, Glaive's gonna do all right for me. I might save it again. What's this thing do? Oh sure, why not? Maybe they'll get rid of the poison. Unless I already got rid of it. I may have. I may have to go potty. Alright, I'm gonna save it one more time and then go potty. And then we'll try to make some progress on this stupid boat before I wrap it up. Be right back. Yes, I absolutely intended to leave the menu up with the beat. Glad you liked it. It's a beat that I wrote. Yes. Nah. Dung. May evil come to the person who attempts to open the treasure chest. Well, say no more. There are 3 numbers. 1. Do nothing. Well, I can't imagine it's those 4 numbers that they gave me earlier. Nah. Alright, so I think I had to trigger the captain's quarters thing. It's a math puzzle. I like math, though. Now I'm kind of interested. Aha! Losers! Oh, oui, oui. Speaking of French, Claire Obscure. That game's good. I think another thing that I like about the premise is that it doesn't tell you this. There's no narration in the beginning. There's no like text on the front of it. It just goes. It puts you into it, and it's like, here, figure it out. You'll get it. You're smart. Gust of wind dance, 437. Ho ho, my. Woo! Albert. We can mention Metallica. I did not go to the concert, like I said I was going to. That was bad. What's going on? Stupid butt. Death, relatively weak.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. Hardly. Crouch dance. Boo doo 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 boo. Still kind of sounds like Aces High to me a little bit. A little bit of Aces High. So on the topic of buying new games versus playing old games, I still want to work in games. And so I feel compelled to stay up to date on them. Right? Even if I don't buy everything, I still want to kind of touch a lot of newer things. Just so I can see what's trending and gosh! Yeah, so yeah. How much do I want to get into it? Maddie bought me a ticket because I lamented my words. I was lamenting about the fact that they were an hour away from us and we didn't go. But then she bought me a ticket as a surprise, but one ticket. And as an introvert, that is a nightmare. That is like, I think I would literally have a nightmare about it. And I needed someone to go with, but we could not afford Metallica tickets. We could not afford 2 Metallica tickets. So I decided it was not the best idea to go. And I feel bad. I feel terrible about it, but are you a go to a concert by yourself kind of person? Would you be willing to do that? Of course you would. You're an adult. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Darn it. I still killed it. But I pressed the buttons. I don't care what you say, game. Yeah, the intro version thing is, I don't think we really understood just how introverted I was until relatively recently. But it is substantial. It is devastatingly so. I went to an AEW Dynamite show by myself, and I had such a hard time. I'm like, I'm here. There's no one to buffer this stimulus from me. I need someone to offload this. Because I've gone to events with other people. I've gone with Maddie, and you know, she can kind of lift me up and be like, "Hey, get into this," and like, "Woo!" and she does the thing and gets me excited. But without someone that I know being with me, I just sit there and stare at it, and then everyone wonders why I'm there, and I'm just getting tired because there's so much going on. Rocked in the jaw? Well, that sucks.
Yes.
Why? Part of it is also we live in an incredibly, ridiculously small town. I don't ever have to deal with traffic or other people, really. If I want to go to the store, I go to the store and there's no one there. I don't have to worry about waiting in line.
Die.
There's always a place for my car to go. Going to a stadium with 20,000 other people, 60,000, sorry, 60,000 other individuals, and trying to find a place to park and standing in line and doing all that stuff, just like without someone to vent to, like joking about someone being rude to my wife with me or something like that, without that, and I would just be holding on to that inside. Nah, I can't do it. I could do it, and I don't want to do it. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I mean, that's why people like streaming, right? Is they like people getting pleasure out of the things they've gotten pleasure out of. Other than the people that follow me for me nowadays, which is not zero, but for the most part, most people found me because I was playing something that they have an attachment to. And there is something to that, but it really is just... I could do it, it would not be worth what it wouldn't be worth it. Like, and that's what I was telling Maddie. I'm like, if I do this, don't expect me to be like excited. I'm gonna be exhausted on the other end of it, and it just wasn't worth it to go by myself. The cost-benefit analysis did not land in its favor. And I feel terrible about it. I really do. Oh my god. Man, I can't hit a thing to save my life anymore. Would've been cool if I didn't die that last run. Yeah, I'm a recovering misanthrope. Trying not to be. Why? I felt that one. It's all gone.
Die. Hard blade.
A general distaste and dislike of humans. It's what misanthropy is. Gust of wind dance. Yeah, I was a big one back in the day. But not so much anymore. Isn't it hard not to be? It can be. But I'm a more empathetic human being now. Now whenever someone gets to me, I'm like, they're probably going through something. I know, I've been there. So I don't let it get to me anymore. And usually, how often does a rude or inconsiderate human affect my life? Bone throwing. How come these guys are getting first turns? Do they always? Yeah, I mean, if I ask myself why someone is the way they are, if I ask that enough times, eventually I'll get to a spot that's acceptable to me. Where I'm like, oh, I can see it. I wouldn't do it that way, but I can see how you get there. And that makes me feel better. I mean, I don't want this to sound condescending, but it's going to be. Anyone that acts like that, I feel, is a victim of something. No one is born that way. Or if they are, then even then they're still a victim. Heck yes.
Die. Hard blade.
You know, I think about people that do crime. Like, well, why are they doing crime? Well, it's because their life sucks. They've been dealt a bad hand some way or another. Not always. They're not always in the position that they can. Acquired 50G. Worth it. Zero. These are the same things, I think. 2. No, they're not. 1. 9. 0, 2, 1, 9. That does nothing for me. I don't... Alright, so this is the thing that kicked my butt last time. Sure. Just in case. Alright. Yeah, so I guess the thing that I'm saying is that I'm less misanthropic these days because I feel that if we worked harder to make sure everybody was elevated to the same starting point, fewer people would be crappy. So I struggle to blame anybody right now when we're not working that hard to do that. So I don't know what they're going through. There's a chance that they're just a jerk. In which case, whatever, but I can't say that for sure. I don't know these people.
Die. Hard blade.
It is hard for me to, if not impossible for me to understand what people are going through, so I can't, just like I don't expect anyone to understand what I'm going through.
Go! Crash dance!
Or what Arthur's going through right now. He's sleeping. He's sleeping on the job.
Die.
Hard blade.
Hard blade.
You do no damage. You suck, Rose. I will say, though, that my opinion on this is not the right answer. This is far too complicated of a topic. And I've thought other ways about this in my life. But that's how I feel today.
Go! Crash dance!
Thank you, Ghost, for dying. Gust of wind dance. Oh, well, at least he's trying to give me flowers. That hurts. Why does that hurt so bad? Gust of wind dance. Yeah, I guess since we're being transparent, I have also dealt with depression most of my life. As... well, I won't do that. I won't say that, but... it's tough out there, man. Suck my penis. Sorry. Yes, we're all depressed. Ah! I guess it depends on how you handle the breaking point. Ghost Captain says, I have a favor to ask you. Please come to the captain's cabin. Well, I was already there. I don't want to go back. What were those numbers again? 0 2 1 9 1 9. Yep. And I don't actually know what to do with that. Yes, Silver Drop. That's exactly my point, is that not everybody has the ability to make that choice, so that's what got me through my misanthropy. Plus, I like the gust of wind dance in my spare time. That's been making me feel better.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
I also think everyone needs an art. As weird as that sounds, maybe not everyone. I started writing again. It's something I haven't done in a while. Not consistently. Okay, let me rephrase. I was a professional technical writer, which is not the same as what I would want to do. I haven't read wrote for recreation probably since college. And I started doing that again. It's made me feel a lot better. And miss. I know there's a lot of people in the Discord that are talented artists and musicians, and that's the way they get out their stuff. It does help. Why can't I hit that ghost? Gust of wind dance.
Die. Hard blade.
We're all gonna owe Silver Drop money for the therapy he's given us. Alright, well, still wrecked it, but did not do Gust of Wind Dance, which is a bummer. The beautiful thing is that I can get back up there, go to that ship, save it, and then maybe stop. Get out! No! I take it back, I hate everything. Well, we don't want to help Shauna anyway, and she's staying on the Earth. Some people will just improve the world with their deaths. Shauna is one of them. Crash dance! We haven't made much progress today, but it was good to get back in the swing of things. And I appreciate everyone coming out. Again, makes me feel good. Sorry for getting depressing. That's what you get here. Tonal shifts. We should probably blame Claire Obscure for it anyway, because that's the reason we started talking about it. No, it's not. It's actually Metallica's fault. She dead? How the heck did that happen? Crash dance. Gigalingal, oh, new magic, you say. Gaspless. That sounds like an Evanescence song if I've ever heard. Get. Rest or do nothing. Those are your only options. Let's buy some more of those potions. Those are nice potions. I like those. Daddy like you. Probably wouldn't hurt to stock up on these. I might. Okay, apparently I'm out of. Yeah, I'm out of room. Never mind. Alright, let's save it and wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. It is good to be back. This was a weird one. Oh, well. We made a little bit of progress. A little bit of progress. We're going to play this again on Friday. I'm taking it slightly easier this week to try to roll back into it. I don't want to just burn myself out right as I came back. So, all right. Join the Discord, tinyurl.com/Randy-Discord, or if you prefer, tinyurl.com/Randy-Discord. That's the best place to go to support me, and you get to talk to me and everyone else and just have a good time all around. So, see you next time, Wednesday, Parasite Eve. Same time, same Randy, probably. Let's see what happens between now and then. Goodbye.